Yo, it's good stream. It's your boy Umber. See, I'm just going. What happened?
When you're done playing that one,
Among Us?
Yep.
I got you, Chief. I got you. Sweet.
Yo, I was watching some earlier. I was watching some Among Us memes.
Yo, in my channel not showing up? Like, yo, what the hell? Oh, Umber Vlogs. I'm dumb. That's my channel. I'm dumb. Am I streaming right now? There I am. Alright. Go ahead and share the stream.
Hold on, BRB. I'm gonna go get my computer so I can watch stream from there. And yeah.
Oh, my channel? I'm gonna say my channel since you watch it for your computer. That's the channel. Just search it up. You'll see it.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Buccaneers, nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Tampa Bay offense and Ronald Jones leading them out. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
Roughing the passer defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line.
LaShawn McCoy.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
From the 44. Brady, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Buccaneers.
Brady now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson going for it all. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And this offense is running away with this one. Now he's having a nice little first hit. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Yeah.
And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Can I look?
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Yeah.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Yeah. Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Now a throw.
No way. That messed up my percentage. No.
Zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's all good.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Yes, sir. Give me that easy stuff.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
That was a pick.
Picked off at the 25. It's a foot race. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31, the 30. And the ball is knocked out.
Safety.
Intercepted by Jamal Adams.
Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Well, CD, taking a step back, we're 2 weeks into the season, and you already kind of get the sense that teams are beginning to separate themselves. If you look at the 2-0 teams, and remember, 62% of 2-0 teams ultimately make the playoffs. And McCoy loses the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
There's Wilson to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 4 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Evans, once again, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down.
I'm going to remove that since
I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quick. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Nothing.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
4 peeps in the stream. 4 peeps in the stream.
22-yard line.
I deleted it because her name is in it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Tyler Lockett was the target there. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. He gives it off to Carson. Oh, hurt. There he goes, right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 57 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside.
No way I actually just did that.
Alright, my Taylor's gonna comment.
Alright, so look, I need y'all to look at this. Look at this. Look straight at number 32. Y'all ready? Look. Watch this. He's it there. I break the tackle. Green. Over him. Get off me. Watch this, watch this, watch this. You ready? Watch this. Get off me. Trash. But yes, brother. Alright, so Yeah, bro, I'm gonna go sub to y'all channels, to be honest. 5 peeps in the stream.
We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, glancing back to week 2 of the NFL, certainly there were a lot of great games. Unfortunately, though, it was a tough day for injuries across the league, and the team probably hit the hardest, the 49ers, losing Nick Bosa and Solomon Thomas for the season. They also had Jimmy Garoppolo, Raheem Mostert also leaving that game, but they were certainly not the only team affected.
And remember, they were already missing George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, right? Those guys didn't even play in that ball game. So this is a team. Oh, Richard Sherman, of course, is on IR. They've really struggled in the early going. How about the Giants? Losing the face of their team. And Saquon Barkley looks like an ACL gone for the season. And Cortland Sutton also done for the season with an ACL with the Denver Broncos. Tough setting right now. Remember, Drew Lock, the quarterback, also hurt his shoulder in the last ball game.
And then Christian McCaffrey, they're saying likely at least a month for him of being out with that high ankle sprain. I guess maybe, CD, this is a good year to have just that 3-week IR rather than the longer spell.
It certainly is, and when you can have guys who can return faster for you, and you know that really helps the team out in a big way. Unfortunately for the Colts.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
You hear the scream, right?
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I don't care.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a give right side. Carson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 20-yard line.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now
He is
by
touching.
throwing it.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
Easy.
Jason.
But there's a side that fans were used to seeing a little bit more.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. A nice little juke. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to
sure,
try and pick
bro.
up a two-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
her addict, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
30-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And now it's 2nd down. Hey, CD, let's peer ahead to week 3 on the NFL slate. I'm looking down at the schedule here, seeing what catches my eye. How about the Rams at Buffalo? That's a pretty good game. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Don't do that. Why you do that, man, like that?
And taken right at the 35.
It's
a 57-yard punt, 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have 2 touchdown catches. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
We lost somebody because
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, 47 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, you know, not try and score.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete here.
That is no good on the fake extra point.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard
The
line.
Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Yeah, if y'all want to pull up to the stream,
This is taken at the 23.
I'm not forcing y'all to if y'all want to. Oh my god. Oh my, no way I just did that. No.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, it's Carson. And he's got room.
Easy touch. Easy touch. Easy touch.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
I'll take that again.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson.
Guys, I'm going to quit this match, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start the Among Us stream. Y'all can stop by then. Yeah. I'm out, guys.
He said,
Hope y'all like the stream. I'm going to pull up on Among Us. Yeah, let's go.